Hello, good day everyone. Welcome to this first semester of the school year 2021 and 2022. Welcome to the new students and of course, welcome back old students. Alam kong maraming old students sa inyo. Okay? So, thank you for choosing CA, okay, to continue your studies, and I hope that every one of you are safe and most especially healthy. Alright, so we are on our first week of our video lecture in this subject, Criminological Research and Statistics. So shall we start our lecture? Okay, your subject is criminological research, and our topic for this week, which is the week 1 or first week, okay, is the nature and scope of criminological research. It is actually the introduction. Anyway, first topics, okay, generally and most of the time is an introduction to the subject. So you have your learning objectives for this lesson, and they are the following. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to discuss the importance of criminological research in law enforcement. Why is it research or criminological research is important in your field, okay, as law enforcers? And then second objective is for you to be able to appreciate the contribution of research in the development of other allied sciences in criminology, like forensic science. And then the last one, you should be able to develop an understanding of the purpose, classification, and characteristics of research. Okay, so why is it necessary for you or for everyone else, for every student or for every profession to have a research? Specifically for you, why is it necessary to have a criminological research? Alright? Because, okay, this course or this subject will orient the criminology students, will orient you. Okay, you will have the knowledge on the basic principles and methods of conducting research, which later on you can apply on your profession. And then another reason why you need to study research is the knowledge you gain from statistics. Of course, in research, you will deal with statistics, numbers. You will have computation analysis of data, right? So the knowledge you will gain from that or from the statistics will help you analyze research data scientifically. Meaning to say, hindi lang basta-basta hula-hula ang gagawin nyo sa research nyo. You will compute, you will tally, okay, you will analyze, so you will create tables kung pwede, or you will you will tally or you will quantify the data you have gathered. So kailangan ang statistics sa research. So what is research? Okay, so research, we will check on the etymology or the origin of the word research. So it is from the old French word, how can we pronounce this one? Chercher, okay, it is from the old French word chercher, which means to seek or search. And then search means to investigate. Of course, when you search, you are doing some kind of investigation. And the prefix re from the word research means again. So, if we put the meaning, okay, literally from the origin of the word research, we can say that research is to seek or search again. Tama? Okay? So, when you do research, you do not do it once only. Also, for instance, the microscope. Okay, who invented the microscope? At the time the microscope was first invented, it was so simple, it was so basic. Okay, but because of research and another research and another research, the microscope is now, from this very simple, very basic microscope, it has become a compound microscope, and now we have those complicated microscopes that are being used in the laboratory already, most especially in forensic studies. Diba? If you watch shows in the TV that tackles investigation researches, that tackles crime investigations, and then may pupunta yung scene, halimbawa the scene is in the laboratory or the forensic, where the forensic scientists are doing their investigations, you can actually see how complicated, how complex their tools are in investigating samples. Okay, so a tool like the microscope, okay, whatever it is now, whatever it appears now, is a product of research. All right? For instance, the DNA was not discovered before. Okay? So, it was long time na ang ginagamit is just the blood sample, blood typing. Okay? But then, because of researches, okay, nagagamit na ngayon ang DNA in forensic studies or in forensic science, forensic investigations. So, actually, lahat ng nakikita natin, lahat ng ginagamit natin is a product of research. Okay. Like for example, your chinelas, your pair of slippers. Okay, pair of slippers. So, last time or before, it was so simple. Diba? Noong unang panahon ni Rizal, Maria Clara, and everything, yung ano ba yung ginagamit ng mga kababaihan noon? Bakya. It is made out of wood na bakya. And then, nag-evolve yung chinelas because of research. Nagkaroon ng maraming design, nagkaroon ng maraming material na pwedeng gawing isang chinelas because of research. Okay? So, like, even food, right? Bakit nagkaroon ng mga frozen food na yan, or frozen goods, or commercial foods na yan? Those are all the result of research. Okay? So, research is to, katulad ng sinabi ko, investigate again, to search again, to seek again. So, research can be repeated. Okay? Research can be done again. Alright? Kung halimbawa isang item or isang subject ang focus of research, pwedeng pwedeng may mang-uulit, pwedeng may gagawa ulit sa research para ma-develop yung, halimbawa kung if that is a tool, if that is a machinery, if that is an item, o pwedeng magre-research ulit ang mga tao para ma-develop yung isang product na yun. Okay? So that is the result of research. And then what else? We have definitions. We have several definitions of research here. Wherein the first one says, research is the purposive, systematic, and scientific process. So purposive. Why do you do your research? Because the researcher has a purpose. Okay? The researcher has a purpose. That's why he does research. Diba? And it is systematic. Systematic and scientific process. Systematic is orderly. You have steps to follow. There is a process to follow. And of course, it is scientific. Scientific process means to say, you gather data, you gather facts. Your research is a product of gathering facts, right? And comparing them. Okay? So research is purposive. It is systematic and scientific process of gathering. You gather, and then you analyze, okay? And then you classify, and then you organize, and then you present and interpret data. So whatever the result of your gathering, you analyze the samples, and then you classify them into groups, okay, or into teams, kung yun. And then, after classifying them, you organize them, organize all your data, okay, organize your research, okay, and then be ready to present it and interpret the data, okay, for the solution of a problem. So why are you doing research actually? Because you want to solve a problem, okay? You want to predict, okay, what is intended, and then to discover truth. Diba? You research, you investigate. I want to find out. That's why I am doing this research. I am investigating. Okay? And then expansion or verification of existing knowledge. Okay? My knowledge should not be stuck or should not get stuck on this area only. Okay? I want to explore, right? I want to expand my knowledge. And when I expand my knowledge, I will be able to share more knowledge to other people. So yun yung mga purposes of researchers, why they do research. So you want to expand your knowledge and to verify your existing knowledge. So expansion and at the same time verification. Tama na ba itong nagawa na ito? Or tama na ba itong meron ako na ganito? Or tama na ba itong equipment na hanggang dito lang? O yung mga tipong ganon. And then, when you want to develop something, maybe an idea, a policy, or a system, or a material, or an equipment, or machinery, okay? You research on it. Diba? And then, all for the preservation and improvement of the quality of human life. So, yun yung bottom line why research is being done. It is for the preservation and improvement daw of the quality of human life. Because when things are developed, when systems are developed, and they continue to be developed, the presumption is there is nagiging high ang quality ng buhay ng mga tao. Okay? Another definition is from Aquino, research is the systematic search. Ando dun ulit yung word na systematic. Kasi ang research hindi basta-basta. Okay? Hindi lang yung kumuha ka ng papel, kumuha ng ballpen, nilista mo, nag-interview ka ng tao, tapos nag-score-score ka kung ilan ang halimbawa, lasenggo sa gabi at lasenggo sa umaga, hindi lang ganon. Then you just make comparison and you make your conclusion. Hindi lang basta ganon. It is systematic kasi may process siya. Formal siya. It is organized. You do it in an orderly manner. Okay? You do not skip one process. So, sige na. Step number 2, iwanan ko na to. Pupunta na ako sa step number 3. Hindi ganon. Right? So, again, according to Aquino, research is the systematic search for pertinent information. Pertinent, very important, or very necessary, very needed information on specific topics of problem. And then, from Good and Skates, they said that research is a careful, ayun, papasok ulit, ginawa lang na careful, critical, discipline, but this is systematic. Okay? Research is a careful, critical, disciplined inquiry, varying in technique. So, researchers may differ in technique when they do the research, but then all researchers are directed toward the clarification or resolution of the problem. Lumalabas pa rin, why do you investigate? Why do you do your research? It is to solve the problem. Okay? And then, another one, by Parel. Research is a systematic, andun ulit yung word na systematic. Research is a systematic study or investigation of something to answer questions posed by the researcher. So there is a question or there is a problem. How will you solve the problem or how will you answer the problem if you do not find out or if you do not do your research or investigation? Okay. So by helping, research is the process of gathering data of information to solve, okay, a particular or specific problem scientifically. So, take note paulit-ulit sa description or sa definition ng research yung mga terms na ginagamit like systematic, scientific, solution of a problem, investigation. Okay? Diba? So, pareho lang ang mga ibig sabihin ng mga definitions na to. And then another one, research is a purposive, inulit ko lang yung kanina, systematic and scientific process of gathering, okay, analyzing, classifying, organizing, presenting and interpreting data for the solution of a problem, for prediction, for intention, for the discovery of truth or the expansion or verification of existing knowledge, all for the preservation and improvement of the quality of human life. Lahat ng yan, okay, lahat ng mga isa-isang definition na sinabi ko kanina ay ginawang iisang definition ni na Calderon at Gonzales. Galing, no? So, that is research. So, naintindihan bakit kailangan ang research sa criminology at ano ang ibig sabihin ng research. So, what are the goals of research? Ano bang mga hangarin o layunin? It is for the achievement of a good life. Di ba sabi yung kanina, research, one of the purposes of research is to develop things, develop ideas, develop concepts, develop systems, develop tools, develop machineries. Okay? And when things are developed, and continue to develop. Humans, okay, or human beings will experience good life. Okay. Paano ba nagkaroon ng mga sasakyan? Of course, those are vehicle, the presence of the existence of vehicles now is the product of research and researches, okay? So, do you think if you want to go to Lubuagan and there are no vehicles, good life ba yon para sa inyo? Okay, come to think of it. It will make life easier, of course. It will make things accessible to human beings. So therefore, in a way, it brings good life, di ba? So research brings good life to human beings. And then another goal is it's for the satisfaction of man's craving for more understanding. Of course, you want to know more. I want to find out more. I should investigate. I will do my research. Then if you do your research, you'll be able to find out for the answers. So, you will be able to understand things. You'll be able to answer your questions. Third is to improve a person's judgment. Alright, when you do not know, you easily judge. Tao man yan, bagay man yan, o pangyayari. But when you know, okay, you refrain from being judgmental. Diba? Ganun yon. And research may add to someone's power. Okay. Paano to? Mag-apply ka ng trabaho sa isang napakalaking kumpanya. O sige, ganito na lang. O mag-apply ka ang isang teacher pag nag-apply ng teaching job sa Kalinga State University. Napakalaking puntos kung yung teacher na yon or yung applicant teacher na yon ay meron ng nagawang research. So it adds to the points or it adds to the power of the person. It adds to parang achievement na rin. Because of that achievement, okay, nagkakaroon ng yung additional qualification, nagkakaroon ng additional power ng taong yun. Okay. Look at the authors of books. Yung hindi basta-basta authors na ano ha. So, they become powerful because of their books. And their books are the products of their researches. Diba? So, it adds power. Alright? So, it also reduces the burden of work. Reduce the burden of work. So, when you do your research and you develop something, for instance, sabi ko nga yung itong mga tools na to or machineries na meron tayo ngayon are all products of research. And fortunately or true enough, they can reduce our burden of work. Okay, imagine kung lahat ginagawang mano-mano this time. Di ba ang hirap, masakit sa katawan, madali tayong magkasakit, everything. Although, kahit sinasabi kung ganito, it can be the other way around also na sometimes because of research and too much development, napapasama din kung minsan yung may times din na masama para sa buhay ng tao, para sa environment, gano'n. Okay? But then, kung ganun man, hindi na-serve yung purpose ng research doon. But then, generally, ang purpose or goal ng research is to make human life better or to make human life good and easy. Okay? And then, it increases satisfaction in countless ways. It relieves suffering. So, I do not have to elaborate this further. Maintindihan na ninyo. And then, let's go to the specific purposes of research. So, those are the major goals of research. What about the specific purposes of research? It is to discover new facts about the known phenomenon. It is to discover. It is to find answer to problems. O, discover na naman previously unrecognized substances and elements. Yung mga hindi pa nadidiscover because of research, nadidiscover. And then it improves existing techniques and develop new instrument or products. It is to improve. It is to develop more. Okay, a product or an instrument. What else? O, discover na naman. Discover pathways of action of known substances or elements. It is to validate generalizations into systematic science. So, it is to validate. Yung hindi na lang puro haka-haka. Paano mo ma-validate? Paano mo ma-prove yon if you do not do research? Okay? It's to satisfy curiosity. Oh, I am curious about it. Let me do my investigation. And then when you probe something out of your investigation, you feel satisfied. Okay? Diba? To provide a basis for decision making. Because of research, you have a basis for decision making. So, shall I go for it or shall I not? Diba? Okay. If I go for it, ganito, then you will do research. What are the advantages and disadvantages of your decisions or your choices? And then, yun na yung magiging basis mo of decision making. Tama? And find the answer to questions, acquire a better and deeper understanding of the phenomenon, more knowledge, in short. Expand or verify knowledge, yun, verification, validation, and then improve educational practices. Okay? Because of several research about education, merong mga ganitong mga ways para ang makulit na bata is magiging attentive sa school, ganitong pamamaraan para yung mga malalayo na lugar ay makapag-aral sa ganitong sitwasyon, yung mga tipong ganun. Those are all product of investigation or research. It is to improve man with more of the basic needs, or it is to make life simpler and good. Okay? It is to promote health and prolong the life. This is researches done with medicines in medicine areas, health areas, okay, and then make work, travel, and communication faster, easier, and more comfortable. Our internet now, your Android phones, okay, the vehicles, transportation, and everything, airplanes, helicopters, submarines, vessels are all product of research. Okay, they were manufactured, they were invented, they were made because of research. Okay, so we will now go to the scope of criminological research. Scope of criminological research are the following: criminal law and jurisprudence. Okay, so andyan yung criminal law and special laws, criminal evidence, criminal procedure, court testimony. And then we have criminal investigation and detection. Dito talagang ginagamit ang research dyan. Criminal investigation and detection. Criminology, forensic sciences, law of enforcement, administration, criminal sociology, correctional administration, research. Tama na? Okay. I repeat, scope of criminological research. When, ano ba yung sakop ng criminological research? So, if it's not mentioned here, then it's not a criminological research. Yun ang ibig sabihin. So, ang scope niya ay the following: criminal law and jurisprudence, criminal investigation and detection, we have criminology, forensic sciences, law enforcement administration, we have criminal sociology and correctional administration. So, what is a good research? How can you describe a good research? Or what is the character of a good research? Okay, take note of the following para pag kayo nag-umpisa sa research ninyo, alam ninyo. So, research it is systematic, it is organized. So, it is controlled. Meron kayong mga comparisons na ginagawa, tawag na dependent and independent variables, yung mga ganon. So, research is empirical. Empirical means it is based on first-hand experience. It is based on facts. Okay, it is based on experience. So, research is analytical. You have to analyze well before going into your conclusion or before you present your research. You have to analyze well. Research is objective, unbiased, and logical. Objective means you do not use your emotions when you do your research. Okay, research is research. If you find out that one thing is like this, then it is like this. Don't change the result. Be objective. Okay, don't say na, hindi, bakit yung nakita kong ano, ganito? Hindi, dapat ganito. No. So, when you see that, whether it's a negative or positive result, be objective. Yun, yung ibig sabihin nun. Do not mix your emotions with whatever results you gather or you have in your research. Okay? It should be unbiased. Okay? It should be objective and use your logic. Okay? Use your reasoning for it. And then, the research employs quantitative or statistical methods. So, it's quantitative. You deal with numbers, you deal with data analysis, using statistics, okay? You will be dealing with numbers here, okay? And then, research employs hypothesis, okay? And, ano pa? So, hypothesis, what is hypothesis? It is the intelligent guess. So, there is this intelligent guess or intelligent question that you will formulate first, okay, before doing your research. Because from that, you will be seeking answers based on your intelligent questions or hypothesis. Okay? And then, research is original work. Sorry. Research is original work. It is your work. Or kung meron kang kasama with your work, with your teammates, kayo yung gumawa, kayo yung nag-research, kayo yung naghirap. It is your original work. Kaya nga, ang thesis, kapag meron kayong, later on, when you start making your thesis at meron kayong mga researches na gagawin, or mga nauna ng mga thesis na basehan, wag niyong bastang-basta kopyahin. Kasi, it is a crime, okay, to copy one's research, without proper citation or without proper acknowledgement, okay? Dahil yung mga researchers na gumawa nun ay considered na original yung ginawa nilang trabaho or thesis, okay? Research is done by an expert. So, when you will start making your research or when you will start working on your research, somehow you are already an expert, okay? Research is an accurate, on point, okay? Or factual investigation, observation, and description. Kung ano talaga yung obserbahan mo, ano talaga yung nakita mo, yun yung i-describe mo, hindi yung, sige, bagamlat pa nga kastan, o sige, sabihin mo na lang, ganito na lang, basta, okay? Do not mix assumptions on your research, okay? And then, research is a patient and unhurried activity. Kaya nga sa systematic, you have to be patient and do things orderly. Okay, follow the real process or the right process of doing a research. And then research requires an effort-making capacity. It needs a lot of effort. Yung talagang effort consuming and energy consuming kasi there are times na kung maaari kang bumiyahe sa mahihirap na lugar just to investigate and to prove, or you will be having sleepless nights, you will be sacrificing your probably love life or your social life. Kung gabi-gabi kang umiinom with your friends, sacrifice mo muna yun. Okay? And then, it will cost you money, of course. So, it is an effort-making capacity to do a research. Sometimes, pag sinabit mo sa advisor mo at papacheck mo, mamamali, lahat ibabalik na naman sa'yo, you will start all over again, or you will edit so many pages. Ngayon, it needs an effort. And then, research requires courage. Of course. Okay? Dapat kung ano yung gusto mong patunayan, kung ano yung problem na gusto mong isolve, you should have the courage to finish it. Kaya dapat before you start working on your research, meron na kayong nabubuong research proposal, kung ano ba yung para maging topic ninyo or subject ninyo or the focus of your research. Para kapag nag-umpisa na kayo, hindi na kayo pabago-bago. Right? Ay madigayam, narigat gayam, ay madigayam, kababain. O yung mga tipong ganun ba? So, be firm with it. Okay? So, that ends our discussion for today for this week. For this first week of criminological research. And then for your requirement, I cannot put it on a slide kasi medyo mahaba. So, just check your module, okay, your week 1 module, and you will see your requirements there and answer accordingly, okay? So, this is the module actually of your Sir Orlando. So, mahaba at magaganda yung mga activities na binigay niya actually dito. Okay? So, for your activity 1, there is an essay and you have to answer each question in 5 to 10 sentences. And then, of course, activity 2, this is called the graphic organizer. So, it is a concept map. Okay? Wherein you write words around, okay, the middle word. You write words that are associated with the middle word. Alright? So, in activity 2, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 items, and of course the last activity is kind of true or false type, but then you will check the statement or the question. Ang sabi dito, put a check on the questions that they require more complex thinking and put an X to those that trigger simple and less thinking. So if you think that the question is complex or complicated, you put a check. And if you think that the question is simple and it requires not too much analysis, you put an X. So these are your activities for your requirements in week 1 of criminological research. So if you have any Any questions? So, alam naman na ninyo kung saan nyo ako makahanap. Parati naman kayo dito sa school, especially for the old students. So, these things are not new to you anymore. So, please feel free to ask from our GC. And of course, whenever you come to school, you approach me. Okay? Magkakakilala naman na tayong lahat. So, I hope hindi tayo mahihirapan. Ano? So, okay, that's it. Good day and stay safe, everyone.